Hi, I'm Allison Stateman, and this is 10 Questions for Time. I'm here with Hugh Hefner, the founder of Playboy magazine. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Jeff Woolman in Silver Spring, Maryland asked, how much has sex changed since you started Playboy?
Sex in America has changed, and behavior has changed dramatically. When I first published Playboy magazine, and certainly when I grew up and when I was in college, having a baby out of wedlock was a scandal that drove some people to suicide. Abortion was illegal. Oral sex was a major felony. Even oral sex inside of marriage was illegal, and very few people know that. Playboy played a major part in changing all those laws.
Tom Hale in New York City asked, has the Playboy lifestyle fallen out of favor due to current recession and the changing cultural values?
I see no evidence that Playboy's lifestyle has changed it's fallen out of favor. People may not be spending as much money, but I don't think that spending money has much to do with Playboy lifestyle. I think the Playboy lifestyle really has to do with an attitude towards life. I was raised in a very Puritan home, a prohibitionist home, a very repressive home, a home in which there was not a lot of hugging and kissing. The Playboy philosophy makes a case for life as a celebration, with a suggestion that there is more to life than simply a bale of tears, that life should be lived with a little style. And you can do that if you are wealthy or if you are working on relatively lesser means. I think it has to do with attitude on life.
Your industry is often accused of being damaging to women, yet you assert that you are an active feminist. Could you clarify this position?
I think we have to start with the notion of by industry. If you're talking about the magazine never, ever has been anything even remotely related to pornography. If you think that, and if you label pin-up pictures of nude ladies or semi-nude as pornography, then there is nothing that is erotic. And that is just a matter of labeling.
Are you an active feminist?
I'm not an active feminist, I'm an activist humanist. I separated ways from the American feminist movement when they became anti-sexual. I believe that embracing sexuality is a part of what it means to be free. Women have been historically the ones who have paid the greatest price for our very irrational attitudes historically related to sex. It's women who have been held in a place of bondage as second-class citizens, and all that is changing, and I'm very much in favor of that.
How can you justify the objectification of women for monetary gain?
I don't even know what it means, because that's a question that is so loaded with the language that you have to separate it into its real meaning. What is wrong with celebrating women as sex objects? Isn't that a part of what we're doing? Isn't that a part of what life is all about? If women were not sex objects, there wouldn't be another second generation. Women are sex objects. That doesn't mean they're not human beings. To be a sex object and to be desired gives a woman a tremendous amount of power. It makes the world go round. Sex and the attraction between the sexes does make the world go round.
This question is from Lisa Pearl in Toronto. Do you ever feel like a dirty old man?
Not for a moment. I'm on the side of the angels and always have been. I consider myself, on a serious note, a very moral man, and always have. And morality has always been very, very important to me.
Elaine Stewart in Chicago wants to know, really now, how often do you have sex these days?
Well, more often than in the recent past, because I have a bunch of new girlfriends. I would say on average 3 or 4 times a week. The busiest time is the weekend. everybody's here.
Andrew Webster in Sydney, Australia was curious to know, is sex as good at the age of 82 as it is at 33?
I wish I remembered more clearly exactly what sex was like when I was 33. I would say that sex is better now. But of course I know a few more tricks than I knew back then. And everybody's a good deal more liberated today than they were back then. So it's a different kind of sex. And you know, it's no secret that I have more than one girlfriend, and that makes things a lot more interesting.
Do you ever grow tired of the Playboy lifestyle and regret not settling down?
I've tried it both ways. I've been married twice, and the only time I wasn't having a lot of sex was while I was married. And I have also expressed on more than one occasion that it is easier to deal with several girlfriends than one wife. I think there is no single answer to happiness, and I think that the expression different strokes for different folks is really true. You know, this is right now as happy a time as I've ever enjoyed. But if I look back over the years, the happiest times for me were the times in the early stages of romantic love. It keeps you young. Young love, new love keeps you young.